In exploring the relationship between greatness and happiness, it becomes clear that while the two are connected, they occupy different dimensions of human experience. Happiness is often a deeply personal internal state, an emotional feeling of contentment, fulfillment, and peace with where you are in life. It's about appreciating the present and being in alignment with your values, even as you continue to grow. Greatness, on the other hand, leans outward. It's about impact. It's about being recognized or remembered for doing something that transcends the self. Whether through innovation, leadership, creativity, or sacrifice, it often involves contributing something of value to others, to society, or even to history. Greatness is legacy. Happiness is presence. The satisfaction that comes from greatness is real, but it's different. It often involves pride, a sense of accomplishment, and the knowledge that your actions mattered in a broader context. However, this kind of satisfaction doesn't always translate into happiness. You can be great and still feel empty, unfulfilled, or disconnected inside. Likewise, you can be happy without ever seeking greatness in the traditional sense. And that's where personal values come in. Some people may choose greatness over happiness. For them, achieving something meaningful, even at the cost of their own peace, is worth the trade. This is especially true of inventors, activists, and revolutionaries. There are people throughout history who gave everything, even their life, for human rights, justice, and progress. They sacrificed personal joy for the sake of others, and in doing so, elevated all of humanity.
I have a dream.
That sacrifice is not only honorable, it's essential, and we should be deeply grateful that such people exist. In other areas like sports or entertainment industry, the dynamic is a bit different. Here, greatness often comes through art, performance, and personal excellence. These individuals may not be curing disease or changing law, but they are creating joy, meaning, and connection for millions. That in itself is a powerful form of contribution. And just like in other domains, there are people who find balance, public figures and artists who are both great and happy, but others struggle. Some are consumed by perfectionism, insecurity, or fear of failure. In those cases, greatness becomes a shield or a coping mechanism, and happiness becomes secondary or even forgotten. Still, even when greatness is driven by insecurity or obsession, the result can still be powerful.
I had this song had been sent to me from wherever songs come from, called The Sky Full of Stars. Immediately, it was like you have to ask Avicii to produce it.
You almost had the same amount of nominations as Michael Jackson for Thriller.
The legend. I wouldn't want to go past that, though. I can't fathom being as great as Michael without putting out the work. So 11 is perfect. You know, he's the legendary.
It can still move people, inspire people, and leave a mark. That complexity doesn't erase the value of what's being created. In fact, it makes it even more human. So in the end, yes, happiness will feel better. It is more peaceful, more sustainable, and more personal. But some people are called to something else. And when they choose greatness over comfort, not out of ego, but out of love, purpose, or responsibility, that's one of the most admirable things a human being can do. At the deepest level, it is not really a question of which is better, greatness or happiness. It is a question of which path speaks to your heart and what you're willing to give in order to walk it. Each choice has its weight, each has its beauty, and each deserves to be respected. If you have any ideas for a future video, by any means, don't let me stop you.